Hello Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 27th going to the 2nd of January 2022. Let's bring it. Let's see what's going on for you guys for the new year. Let's go. Spirit, what do you have to say for Virgos, please? I'm hearing coming out your shell, which is always nice for a hermit. 5 of Wands coming through. Oof, oof, oof. But the Strength card coming in. All right, so there is a lot on your plate right now, Virgo. I can see that. Yes, a lot on your plate. Jesus. This can lead to confusion every now and again. One thing they're saying here, you need to ground yourself, reconnect to yourself. I feel like whatever it is that you're doing by yourself. There's a lot of independence coming in here, Virgo, which is good. I think you're learning a lot of lessons, most importantly, to do with your strength, to do with your courage, to do with your confidence. A lot of you, this is where it's coming out of your shell. You're having to do things maybe you haven't done before. You're having to do things all by yourself here. The Strength card is coming in saying that these kinds of situations are requiring courage. Some of you, there might be some, disputes coming up ahead, or you might be in them already. But for the majority of you, this 5 of Wands is kind of representing everything's everywhere, right? You have so much going on at the same time. It always happens, Virgo. But you're gaining a lot of skills from this. You can't see this now, but trust me, I can really see this happening for you. I feel like I'm going to clarify the Strength because I think there's something behind that. But I feel like this is a very big major lesson for you. And we have I didn't see the Chariot there. Okay, we like that. The 7 of Cups is kind of bringing in that same energy of everything's being everywhere. You don't know which one to choose, what to prioritize, where to go, there's a lot up in the air right now. But with the Queen of Pentacles, everything's up in the air, but as long as you are grounded, everything's okay. And I really want you to believe that, especially if there's been any anxieties, any worries, any stress. I think it's really important that you remember that you are still the same damn person, regardless of how this works out or when this works out, And with the Queen of Pentacles, it is about your self-worth, your self-value. And a lot of you guys are really learning to put yourself on a pedestal rather than other people, which I think is super important. And then we have the Cancerian card here of movement. Some of you could be getting a new car, which is always nice to come through. You guys could be going on some kind of travel here. Kind of feels like long distance. I'm seeing you leaving the state. You're leaving the city. You're maybe going on a very long road trip. I'm not quite sure what this is, but this is about you moving forward. And again, you're gaining momentum, which I think is really nice. You're chasing your dreams, chasing your goals, chasing where Spirit is leading you. I think a lot of this is intuitive, by the way. So you go from a moment of confusion to suddenly a moment of inspiration, which is always fascinating to see. But let's clarify this Strength card quickly. I want to see what they were showing me there. Yeah. And the 5 of Wands, my back is hurting. You guys be careful of it, please. Yeah, so 5 of Wands to 4 of Wands, nice. Do you know what this is? I'm not going to say you're overcomplicating it, but there was something, I'm hearing like a spanner in the works, right? There was something that was creating a lot of discord. There was one thing that was creating discord. But now that one thing's being resolved, everything else is falling into place nicely. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say there. It's kind of like everything would have worked out if it wasn't for that one thing. Now that one thing is being resolved and it's being fixed, now everything else is coming to some kind of completion here. 4 of Wands, obviously it's about success, celebration. Feel free to, meet up with your friends if you're able to. I think this is a great time for community, but those that you enjoy to be around, Virgo, I know how you can get. But I think it's a really important time that you're around close people, I think it's really important. So success, celebration, yes, we love that. You and someone else are going to be celebrating something here because of the forward movement, which I think is really nice. Behind the Strength, I say behind it, I don't know why, is the 8 of Swords. And this is anxiety, this is worry, this is doubt. This is because there is so much going on, Virgo. You feel stuck, you feel trapped, you feel like you can't do anything. This is an illusion. I have to mention that, you can lose yourself sometimes when there's everything up in the air. But they're saying here you have the strength to do everything that you need to do. Try not to confine yourself and to not speak to anyone about this, or again, to kind of overthink a situation. Again, there is just one thing that they're saying needs to be resolved first, and everything else will fall into place with it needs to. It's almost like the divine had a plan, and now one thing is kind of just, you need to solve that and everything will work out, all right? The 8 of Swords, of course, is about feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling, as if, again, your hands are tied. You have no control of a situation. But because it's coming up with the Strength card, you do. You have every bit of strength inside you to be able to overcome the obstacles that are in your way and to do the things that may be requiring more strength than what you normally are used to. But you have every every bit of strength within you to be able to do this, okay? We have the Four of Pentacles and the Tower card holding on to something here that we need to start to let go of here. I think the more that you're holding on to something, the more it's kind of causing the Tower, right? Separation. Let's clarify the Tower. The Queen of Wands and the Hierophant. And can we clarify this Four of Pentacles? Seven of Cups again. And the Nine of Pentacles. Let's look at this. Don't let pride get in the way of something, but someone else might be letting pride get in the way of something here. It's either you or someone else. Let's talk about it, because there is a dynamic that is kind of becoming rocky or is separating. It could be because of a third party situation. I must talk about that. We have on this side, which I'm kind of seeing as you, Virgo, not quite sure. The Queen of Wands, which is confidence, passion, flirtatiousness. You guys are looking bomb within this week, which is nice. The Hierophant is wanting commitment. It's wanting stability, especially where there is instability, right? Okay, some of you, this is mending something, but I'm going to clarify. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which I like. This is about freedom. So this, holding on to something is not giving you freedom. The more that we're holding on to what has happened in the past, the more that we're going to get confused. Spirit is really asking for you. There we go. There we go. The message is falling into place. The more that we're holding on to something and we're getting confused, the less we have freedom and independence for ourselves. They're asking for you to enjoy this time that you have by yourself here, because I feel like there is commitment coming your way. It may not be with the person that you want it to be with, okay? Can I clarify who this commitment's going to be with? If I can, could be a Capricorn. Whoa, sexual chemistry. Jeez, off the charts. Two of Swords here. How interesting. You're removing yourself from a toxic connection is one thing I want to say here. Yeah, I can see that you're walking away from someone that you have a very good connection with, but it's becoming toxic because of that, most likely, especially if there is a lot of intimacy involved, Virgo, which is difficult for you. I feel like this has been wearing away at you, though. You know, it kind of made you doubt yourself, which is why they're asking for you to remove yourself from this, because it may have been fun in the moment, but the Two of Swords coming in with the Devil card, I always see when there's two swords and two chains, it's about breaking the chains. I feel like if you're able to both be around each other without this desire, I think that this can work out, because I'm kind of seeing that if you both, because how I'm seeing it is when the chains are broken, of course the chains are broken now. You're not binded to this desire, this obsession, this codependency, this people-pleasing behavior, maybe even as well. What you need to focus on is what your codependency is, or your toxic trait in this, because I think, again, there's two chains here. Both of you had some toxicity. If they work on their own thing, then great. This can be something that comes together. But if they don't break their own chain, and if they want to be stuck to this surface layer desire, then of course this is not the right person for you. What you need to focus on is your own shit, okay? Is one thing I want to say, Virgo. We're going to go there because it's wearing away at you. I'm really seeing it's tiring you out with the Four of... Look at how run down he looks. He's trying his best. You might have lost a lot in this situation, given a lot in this situation, and now you feel at a loss because you're like, well, what do I have now? I've given everything to this person. All my time, all my energy, all my love. I don't have anything for myself. That's an illusion. Of course you do. You can rebuild, and you are going to be doing that. But the first thing you need to do is let go of this. All right? And maybe this is what you feel you don't have strength for. But you do. You do have a lot of strength within you. You're forgetting everything that you've gone through, Virgo. All right. Let's talk about it. My nose today has been so itchy. It's channeling, huh? All right. Virgo, please, what other messages do they need to hear? Five of Pentacles, which I kind of am relieved to see. All right, how interesting. All right, that could be reconciliation for some of you. Judgment is about second chances. It is about new beginnings as well, but this is coming from an ending of something. I do see with this scenario, you can see this dynamic coming through here. There is communication coming in to kind of save something. To save something. There's truth and communication coming in. With these at the bottom of the deck, even with the Magician here, could be a Gemini, another Virgo, Leo, everything's here. Everything's here. But this is really freeing you. This is really freeing you. And there's this can-do energy coming back, which is what you lost in the beginning. So we go from being left out in the cold, or both of you, again, there's two people in this card, to this, someone's communicating. So again, this could be someone who is now telling you how they feel. Virgo, can we clarify this Ace of Swords? Queen of Swords. Six of Wands, the Hermit. There is a serious conversation coming in. Now, I'm going to say, I don't know if this is about how they feel or not, or how they view the situation, because the both of you are coming up with swords. This is cold. Cold communication. With the Hermit and the Six of Wands, there is victory in this for both of you. Again, I feel like you guys are mirroring each other, which is very interesting. There is a mirroring energy coming through, and that's maybe why they were brought into your life here. Someone doesn't like how things were left off, so there is communication coming in. The Hermit card coming through, of course, this is you, Virgo. The Six of Wands is you're trying to find success in the situation, but both of you are really having a very deep but wise and profound conversation about something here. Which I kind of have a feeling is changing the dynamic of you two. I don't know why. Yeah, I knew, I had a feeling. Maybe this wasn't a very deep connection to begin with. Like, you may have felt deeply, but it was almost with this devil energy. There was more of that passion, that desire, that, you know, there was more codependent. This very interesting. This is more pure. And actually, this is like, this combination, beautiful. This is where I say there is no chains involved. If the both of you stick around when the chains have gone, beautiful. This is so interesting because that might not have been the reason why the two of you were to like have met in the beginning. It's like you're clearing out a karmic cycle that the both of you needed to deal with. And I don't mean this is third parties. If anybody, Virgo, come on, you know better. If this is third parties, don't entertain nothing like that. You deserve a lot better. By freeing yourself, great. You'll find someone who actually is worthy of your time and attention. But this is a karmic lesson that you both needed to learn, most likely about desire or superficial things. The Devil card is, and maybe even codependency. Again, just some toxic traits that you guys have been dealing with. It's very interesting because now we're ruled by the angels rather than the devil. So it's really interesting. It's very likely that both of you will stick around. But this conversation and this depth, it's so interesting how this is coming up. I'm sorry, I'm really getting lost in this because it's a cold conversation. I'm not seeing emotions being expressed. I'm not saying someone's coming back around and saying, Virgo, I'm in love with you, this, and that, I want a future with you. It's not. It's like you're both talking about your own issues. You're both talking about, oh, that made my heart go there. And that's exactly how this is going to be for the both of you. Maybe there wasn't emotions really involved. It was just desire. But now all of a sudden, things are changing. So interesting. The dynamics changing from a big, maybe multiple conversations about what you guys have been through with the Virgo energy. You're both seeing things from a higher perspective of both sides of the story here. And there is a chance for a second chance. Because it's hard to walk away from this person, I think. I think you did try to walk away. Maybe that's the cutting of the chains. But what you actually did was removed what made you feel like you were tied to them. This is very interesting. I'm going to speak about it energetically. The both of you have a soul connection. The Six of Cups is a soul mate. The Five of Swords, though, kind of comes in. You took the pain, or someone else took the pain by removing themselves from the situation because, again, the desire was too much. There was too much of this devil energy, whatever that is to you. Toxicity, addictions, codependency. It is more about bad habits than anything else. I'm not really going to condone anything else, but you live your life, Virgo. What it is, though, is that you kind of took the pain. Maybe there was a lot of hardships here because we have the Queen and the King of Swords. So the both of you are kind of hurt by this situation, and both of you are scared to open up about feelings. So you're coming across very logical, very practical about this. The both of you have been checking in on each other if you are not in communication right now. Because for both of you, it's hard to let this go. It still hurts. So you end up having this conversation and you take responsibility for yourselves as well, because it's interesting because you now have swords. And again, I always talk about this. When there's a devil card, the swords have a lot of importance for me in a reading, because you now hold your own sword here. You both had to cut the chains. You both had to get rid of what was wrong in your lives, and you both have learned from each other. And now with the Lovers card, with the 8 of Cups, you guys are really trying to find love in this situation. Very likely. But if it's not here, then you'll find love elsewhere, for those of you who don't want this person back. Again, I do see communication. Again, with this, there is a desire for a higher commitment, like long-term commitment or whatever it is. This can go either way, is what it feels like. Either you are looking for love and you find it in this person after everything that's just gone on, like a deeper love, or you learn from this and you find love somewhere else. Either way, love's coming your way. Either way, love's coming your way. Let's talk about it. Let's get the romance cards for you. How will it look for Virgo? We have getting to know each other. See? It's so strange because maybe there's some things that you didn't know about each other that kept this surface layer. I feel like the both of you didn't want to go deep. I don't know why. All right, anything else? Yeah, your bond deepens. Like, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And it's coming from experiences that you guys have been through. And you're realizing how similar you are. King and Queen of Swords. Can we say you're meeting each other at the same page? Same levels. Wedding. All right, that escalated quickly. There we go. Let's pull out some love oracle cards here. You might be married already. There you go. Things might have, because some of you, I feel like if you were married or if you were in like a commitment, or there was some, I'm seeing that it may have kind of, okay, how can I describe this in a way that is going to benefit the people that it resonates with? I see that things already escalated quicker. Things moved to the levels quicker than what you expected, but you didn't get the chance to really figure out who each other is. So I think that there was a blockage there. And this is where it was ruled based on desire, because you just wanted each other, right? You didn't know why. And then that caused issues, that caused problems, that caused confusion. Then you had time apart. Now you're coming back together again to go and to speak about this honestly. There's truth coming from both ends. Now you're understanding why you chose each other. This is very interesting. Now things move better. And if you're in a marriage, let's say for example, again, you just wanted to be with each other, you don't know why, there's a strong pull towards each other, this desire. You get married, let's say, and then all of a sudden you kind of feel like you don't know the person, you know? Even though there's like chemistry there, you just feel like you don't know them, and that caused issues. Because they didn't know you either. And now all of a sudden you're getting to know each other, and now, yes, it feels better. It's so interesting. Maybe that's what it was, that 5 of Wands. Something was blocking the way, something was blocking it. It just took that one thing to step back, and you had that 4 of Wands, which is again that victory. And it is a wedding card, 4 of Wands too, an engagement. Anyways, let's talk about it for Virgos. Let's see. We have talking, here we go. Interested, conversing more, awaited message arise, text, call, email, hovering. Here we go. There's talking again, communications coming in here. The snake, here we go. You may have had some doubts around this person. Oh, the snake and love. How was the snake hiding love? You see what I mean? It's that devil energy. There was something in the way. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, the other woman. It doesn't have to be that. Sometimes when a snake comes up, it again just talks about fears of deception, fears of and temptation. Yes, it is that. Spirit, you're right. It's that temptation. It was temptation, but behind the temptation was love. I'm hyperventilating. Oh my God, your reading is so long. There we go. Boat, closure, progressing, moving on, receiving what you need. And it feels like it's that communication coming in here. And again, it feels like there was a mask involved. It felt like the mask was the temptation. Okay, anyways, my angels, I love you. I will see you guys next week. Have an incredible beginning of the year. And I will see you guys next week.